Hey, what's going on, guys? Minigoo Site 7B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. It's episode number 12 today, where we finally clear off the end of Season 1 here in the Featherlight Modified Series. We have really no money to go off with anyway. We have the final 3 races planned up for the season. We got the first one today at Welch Valley Racing Complex. The other one is at New Hampshire, where we unfortunately crashed out the previous time. Hopefully that won't happen again. And finally, we had the Martinsville Speedway. So we got three huge races coming up for us today. But right now, we're going to start off today's episode here at the Welch Valley Racing Complex. We had a good run last time. Let's see if we can back it up. Alrighty then. Well, I think the car's fine the way it is, I would say. I know you all wanted to go take a look at what I have for the setups for each race I go to now, so I'm just going to show you for what I got. I thought about changing the tire pressures back to what I had the last time, which was 26 across the board. I might bring that to 25 at some point, maybe next season or so. Brake bias was kind of weird because the braking and letting off the gas is essentially weird in this game. And, yeah, let's go straight into... Actually, no, let's go change the grill tape, but, let's go change that up to 50 and just see how that goes. Yeah, let's begin our qualifying run today. Obviously, our car is not even close to being pole time, but we can always try to have the, best possible time that we can get. So, I'll see you, when we get to the, flyer. Off the final corner to start our one flying lap. The best advice here is try your best not to hit the inside wall. It's actually very easy to do so here. See, like that. It's very easy to hit that inside wall. I checked for damage. Yeah, of course. I figured those 3 areas are going to be affected. It's very easy to hit that inside wall, even when it's just a little kiss. This corner is also very easy to overshoot too. You just don't realize how fast you're getting into it until it's too late. I think that corner we took pretty well there, despite the looseness we have there. I don't know if we took that corner very well or not. There we go. This is shaping up to be a very good lap. Just got to be careful the last corner here. All right, this is going to be a good lap. Let's see what the lap's going to be.
All right, let's see where we
1670. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. See where the lap time is going to put us. It's in 4th. Okay, we're going to start in 4th in this event today. That's really cool. One time had a 1 minute 33. Jesus. If the 107 rule in Formula 1 can't come soon enough, can it? Here. All right, we're starting on the 2nd row today here at the Welch Valley Racing Complex. We're hoping to try to steal away a top 3 finish. That's what we're hoping for today. Yeah, I'm hoping for a top 3 finish today to help ourselves get climbing up in the standings, of course. Help us out maybe even get a new primary sponsor going into next season. So yeah, this car with the new aerodynamics has been great. It's just I just hope I don't bin it like I did at New Hampshire. Like, that's another track we're gonna have to be on this for next time around, this next race after this. So we got that going for us. Gotta wait until the rest of the field has been introduced, and we have 11 laps just like last time. And we're about to be underway. 11 laps here today, and we're underway here at the Welch Valley Racing Complex. We're going to go 3 wide out of the gate and try to take the lead away before anything else, and we do. And we have a perfect start. We just, made contact there with the 342. We checked for damage. There is none, but we kind of messed him up a little bit there. We're going to try to run away. Run away! As I like to say from Ed and Eddie, just run away! And that's exactly what we're trying to do here. We kind of make him get out of shape as we're going to be trying to flying off into the sunset, but that 342 is already gained like 4/10 on that little straightaway alone, so he's got some speed that we just don't have yet in the car. But we're just going to try to upset the whole field today here and try to win this race. But I didn't realize we were able to have good takeoff speed like right out of the gate, so... You know, the sky's the limit here for this race today. I don't know. I feel pretty good about our chances to even get a podium here. Our first ever podium on the Featherlight Modified Series. Coming off the final quarter here, we're actually going to lead our first lap. That's on the road course here. We got 10 laps to try to hold off to 342. I almost hit the inside wall. Thankfully, we corrected it just in case, just in time anyway. It's like, as I said, it's very easy to do when you're trying to get as much speed and performance out of the car as possible. It's so easy to do. It's also easy to overshoot this corner like I just did here a little bit. We had a good recovery, though. I mean, I know we had a lot of slow cars in this race, too. We can actually try to utilize the lap cars if we can get there eventually. I hope we can get there. I want to try to see if we can lead 2 laps here today instead of just only 1. But we do get the bonus points, though, to help us out in the championship. Like, we're not here to go win a championship this season, of course. We're kind of, like, out of it. But I know some other people are not. I think it's like a six-way fight for the title right now. And we're just inside the top 10. So we're trying to make sure we climb ourselves a little bit higher where we're at. But the gap's still about the same anyway. We're actually pulling away ever so slightly, but it's really, the gap is about the same so far between me and the 342. So we're going to keep focused here and just try to keep leading flag to flag. Oh, we did not have a really successful corner as the 342. We kind of compromised his line a little bit there, but this guy's been relentless. He hasn't made like any sort of maneuvers, but his speed is still fantastic, though. That 342 has come out to play. The 327 is just barely in the mirror still. We haven't pulled away from anybody just yet, but we led every single lap so far. As I say that now, we smacked the wall just ever so slightly with check for damage. It's only the back end that gets slightly damaged on the right rear corner panel. But we've been having a great run so far. Besides that, there, just having right there, we're still leading every single lap, and I'm just trying to hopefully catch up to some lap cars. Maybe they'll slow these guys down behind me. So I'm just praying for that ever so still. Commentating while doing live racing, especially on a car this edgy, on pretty much the toughest track in the modified series, is it's a little hard. So please forgive me here. It's not like I'm doing a voiceover or whatnot, like you see like other like YouTubers can kind of do. Like they try to do voiceovers while doing it. I'm just doing it live as I'm racing here. So that's why it's a little bit, you know, spontaneous sometimes with the reactions anyway. All right, we finally caught up to some lap cars, but the 342 has caught up to us a little bit here too. So try to get there before that 342 gets to that 311, and we clear him, and we're gonna try to set sail away from them because he's gonna held up by that 311 car. That lap car is gonna get in the way, but I'm afraid this lap car is gonna get in the way as well. The 375. We're gonna try to get him on the front straightaway here, and we will. We because of that lap car there, we just bought ourselves an extra 2 seconds. Awesome sauce there. The lap cars really didn't hold us up that much, but it held up everybody else though. So. They got another one to go through, so we're still leading flag to flag, and with a little bit of lap traffic help there, I think we got more coming up as well, so we have to really be careful to get around them, make sure they don't get around them, but meanwhile, I can get around them rather easily. I pressed the button to shift down and didn't register, so that's weird. So we just bought ourselves another 2 seconds worth of time, so now we have a 4.5 second lead over the 342. This is shaping up to be our first win. Not even our first podium, our first win here in the modified series, and we keep going too. As you saw, the winner's purse, it is $50,000. It's not a winner's purse, but like the total like prize pool there. As I messed up the corner there a little bit, trying to explain to you what's going on. So it's important to actually have a good race here, as we get a hefty chunk of that $50,000. Kind of got held up by this 377 here a little bit, as I messed up my gearing a little bit. But we're about 2 laps away from getting our first win. But of course, it's not a cakewalk, as you know. The cars are actually faster than us. We're just able to get around the lap traffic quite well, better than the rest of them. So we're about to be 2 laps to go. I think this is the last of the lap cars as well. So we got one further up in the distance as well, but utilize the slipstream here before making any sort of maneuver here. We have 2 laps to go here. Okay, that was almost a damn lap cars moment there. Oh, what a save with that one. That could have been worse. But that lead is down to 3 seconds now, so he's gotten around the lap cars rather better this time anyway. Can't get complacent though. We still have to drive. We can't just take it easy here. We actually have to move it up a little bit because we have to utilize this 3 second gap, and it's fading fast. The white flag is about to display. The white flag is now out. 2 second gap now, 2 seconds. as we make sure we try to bring this thing home again in one piece and with the victory. But again, that lead is definitely fading. It's fading rather quickly. That 342 is on a hot lapper. Is on hot lap mode or something like that in Formula 1 terms, as we completely went sideways. We're going to use this, hopefully, the help of John Bundy to help us out. But with the lead's down to 1 second now, because he is absolutely flying. At 342 is absolutely flying. He is much faster than us. It is clear as day that he is much faster than us. We have to hold him off, though, for one final time here. We've led every lap until this point. As you can tell, he is absolutely faster than us. We have to utilize everything that we can here to hold off. We had a pretty bad center of the corner, but we're going to hold him off here for this corner anyway. We're going to try to hold him off here one final time. We're going to final right-hander. And we had a great final corner, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's not going to have any straight line speed, but we end up winning today. Valiant effort today. We have our first win in the modifieds. We were very sloppy at the very end of that race, but we managed to make it work. Got a hefty chunk of change. We led every single lap. What a race. Awesome sauce there. Now that's awesome sauce there. We led every lap. Of course, the 342 was on his way. We were definitely not the fastest car, so I guess like at some point we actually do need to take a look at our car setup and try to figure out what went wrong. I mean, it's probably because of me just being sloppy driving at the very end there, but it's always room for improvement, and there's always next season. A hefty chunk of change. $30,000 we earned. $30,000, just like that. With that race win, it helps us out quite a bit with the money department there. Awesome stuff there. It's not enough for what I want, though. Gunther wins! That's right. Coming first after an intense race, it was. We dominated the field at Welch Valley while talking to reports. I say I basically owned this track, but I don't know about that. But yeah, we got that going for us. We're now 11th in the standings. We were actually competing against the 342 in points, believe it or not, so we're still here as Francis Lee now takes the points lead. I believe he was already the point leader, but still 2 races left. He's going to be a winless champ at this rate if he manages to keep holding it on, though. I don't know if we have enough money to go do what we want. And I would like to have a new suspension. That's what I was hoping for as well. I'm hoping for it. Let's see. Do we have enough money for that? For the advance. Like, yeah, it's going to cost us a little bit more money. We might have enough. I think we actually have enough for the Stage 2 advanced. Yeah, the car's going to be a little heavier, but... Or do we just want to wait until we get the max? Maybe we don't have to get this right away. We can actually save up money for the better stuff, too, really. It really is no point. So we'll hold off. We'll actually hold off on that. Because next season is where we're going to go for our championship season, of course. So we're going to hopefully go for that. So we're going to wait until then. We're gonna wait before we go buy it. Before we get the best one we get. So the next race is at New Hampshire. I remember crashing out the last time. Let's hope we don't do that again, shall we? And carry some momentum after that race win. Okay, so I made the car more stable, which means it's going to be a little slower, but it'll be more stable. Of course, my main issue was it was too loose going into the corner, not coming out of the corner, so that's why I raced in right rear spring instead of and just added more front weight. I think I changed the camber just slightly to get more contact patch instead of being the inner tire being completely too hot. I think I put the sway bar back to where it was default anyway, so at least it'll help me out with that department. Brake bias is kind of dumb in this game, so managed to make that work. So we're going to go straight to qualifying here. Now, it's not good lap 1 speed, but it's just good, you know, after a little while. Of course, it takes a few laps to get settled in. I'm just hoping for better success we have compared to last time, because we only have done like a few laps around New Hampshire before we just completely crashed out and the car was just undrivable, like literally undrivable. We wouldn't be able to go anywhere further than like last place. And instead of just hoping for a DNF for other cars to finish like 19th or whatever, I'll just stay where I'm at. Thank you very much. Set our one flying lap here. As you can tell, it's much better in the corner, even though it's just a little bit slower. It's much better compared to what it was before, I'll tell you that much. Even though it's a little slower, I'd just rather have it be stable instead of just binning it like we did last time anyway.
All right, let's see where we play.
Oh, I stand corrected. That might be my fastest lap yet. 30:31, obviously not pole time, but 4th, 5th. All right. I did not expect that. Okay, I did not expect a P5 today for our qualifying run. Really, really cool. Let's get into the race. Take it away, Alan Bestwick.
Hello, I'm Alan Bestwick, and welcome to Loudon, New Hampshire. At a distance of just over a mile, this squared-off oval has seen some fantastic finishes in its history. Over 100,000 people attend each race, coming from nearby Boston, Providence, and all of New England to see the action at New Hampshire International Speedway.
Yeah, if only Loudon was probably as good as it was back then, I would say, but I have some confidence compared to last time anyway, where I was like, yeah, it was fast, but I was like dying off the corners. And I kind of paid the price for it last time. This time, what are these guys doing in the back? William Anderson and John Bundy in the back, what are they doing in the back? They're not even competing for the championship anymore, but yet Francis Lee is still up there. But anyway, our points leader is leading the race. It's on the outside line. We're going to try to take the lead here. Up the gut, like up we go, because they don't have any sort of restart gear compared to us. Or start gear, I should say. But they're going to probably make mincemeat of us on the straightaways here as we're in the lead, but not for very long. As Francis is going to make a major pass on us on the inside line. There he goes. There's our competitor, Jason Sullivan, from the previous race. We're going to slide right into second place. I missed the entry of the corner. I was a little too shallow there. And here comes Mr. Hemiseth as well on the 316 now on the inside. We're going to let him have it here. But we're powering through on the outside, or at least trying to. But we just don't have the grip. We just don't have the grip to follow through on the outside line, so we're going to try to tuck in line and try to utilize this power that we have from our power band that we have. Like, yeah, I could make that setup go to the chip for the gear ratio, but I've been having a little bit more straight line success with what I have here because I'm getting more power around the 6,600 RPM. So I try to keep it around there. But yeah, we're holding off P3 as of right now. Maybe we can keep a podium going on, but I don't even know. We got some more competitors ready to come right at us. We're outside of the draft anyway, so we're kind of like a sitting duck here. But this is usually like the crown jewel of the modifieds, though. This track in particular. Kind of like, I guess you could call it a Daytona or Talladega anyway, in terms of the modifieds. But we're going to stand no chance against this 313 at all. So we're going to try to get back in line for the 4th spot. But hey, if this is where we're at, like P4, with the cars that we have, I didn't lower the difficulty or anything. I'd still at 101. I didn't lower the difficulty, so I'm just kind of trying to set ourselves up for the next season here, trying to get as much money as we can. Because I think even if we do well this race, we might be able to get the max suspension upgrade from now, and we'd just take it into Martinsville. I messed up the inside of the corner. I was trying to catch up to that 313. We might even lose 3 spots here. Obviously, we want to finish inside the top 5 for this race. Try to make sure we guarantee ourselves enough money for suspension upgrade. That's what we're trying to hope for. We just have to regroup and try to go after them because we are faster than that 313 now. Like even the 342 is just proving it as well. That he's kind of a bit of a sitting duck. But he's just camping that inside line like it's no tomorrow. But he leaves the door open. We're trying to follow suit, but we just don't have the corner exit, like free ability there. As Leon at the 324, no challenge at all. 313 starting to slow down a little bit here. I'm not sure what's all about that. We're gonna try to go down the inside. We make contact with him. Give him a little boot scoot boogie out of the way as I lose the nose. I think that damaged the aerodynamics in a way. It did in the front, but
great lap.
Even though that was our fastest lap of the race, we're gonna try to power through on the outside line, and we do. Almost sending it inside of the 342, that purple car in front. So I think I still have a little bit of corner exit speed issues here. I think once we get the suspension upgrade, like that issue might be resolved. We just don't have it right now. Like, our entry speed is so much better. It's much more stable now, so I'm happy about that. Have some lap traffic getting involved. It's messing up our car, that car in front, and also messing us up a little bit there as he's going to pull away from us. We're keeping up with the straights, though. We're actually utilizing that draft to help us out. That's why I was able to run a 3:30.2, our fastest lap yet. Yeah, so whatever the changes I made compared to the last time I went to New Hampshire, like I know we had the aerodynamics upgrade put into this car already before New Hampshire. So it must have been something I put with the corner entry there to make me like bend the car. Yeah, we just don't have to drive off compared to that guy. We also need a horsepower upgrade because we really haven't even touched a horsepower since the beginning of the season. Since like after the first Welch Valley race, anyway, we kind of just been stuck with the same engine the entirety of the time. So it seems to me that we still need a little bit more straight line speed, but so we might have options here going before the finale. But I kind of want to save the engine to next season. I want to focus on getting the car to rotate more. That way we can utilize the momentum each time. Is that William Anderson getting lapped? Dude. Go home, you bum. You're supposed to be like the king of the modifieds here. You're the champion of last season, last time I checked, anyway. And you're just having an off year, I guess. This downfall of this man. Downfall of this man also needs to be studied, too. John Bundy and William Anderson are usually like the best modifieds in the entirety of the game. But then, oh, he actually gives us the lane. Thank you so much. But our car has a problem. It's building tight. It's building very, very tight compared to what it was earlier. So I might be just off the groove, off the Emperor's groove here a little bit. I think me just messing up a little bit is just throwing off the Emperor's groove a little bit there. But it's still a little tight, like mainly corner exit. But again, I kind of wanted to make it tighter on entry, which mission accomplished there. It's not like I want to die every corner, except like right there where I tap the brake, just to start trying to prevent myself from overshooting it. We lost the slipstream, though, so that's rather unfortunate. But yeah, we're still running like 4/10 off our best laps now. Try to make sure we do a little bit of a better job at that. So, I don't know. That time was a bit stable. I don't know. Maybe it's just me messing up. What do I know? Oh, God, the car in front just slams into the outside wall. I'm not sure what happened there with Jason Sullivan, but we're going to try to retake the fourth spot away, and we do. He just absolutely binned it on the outside wall. Did he have a problem there that we just don't know about? He just had a problem or something because he just completely slammed into the wall. He's outside the top 6 now. So problems there for the 342. Just absolutely hammered that turn 4 wall. Problems there. So, I mean, that benefits us, but now we have a new challenger on the way, the 331. We just have to hold him off for another
5 laps to go.
5 laps, and our times are really falling off. So definitely, you know, going back to the drawing board will be the definite way to go, but at least this is a good temporary solution for our problems compared to what we had last time in New Hampshire. We're about 1.5 laps away from the completion of this race. We go all the way up to the wall, 3 wide. We have damage on the right side now because of that. We kind of got squeezed in by these 2 guys, and these 2 mooks want to keep fighting me. I know I probably came down on them that time, but still, it just annoying there. As we're in P4, we're going to try to keep holding this spot. We have a half-second gap between ourselves and the 331. Want to make sure we keep on to that 4th spot. He had a little bit of trouble getting around the lap car there, but he's going to have so much head of steam as the leader of the race has already crossed the start-finish line. Can we hold off the 331 for one last charge before we go collect our spoils? I would say so. He's not going to have enough of a run to catch up to us, but we're going to come up in 4th.
Nice work, kid.
Back-to-back top 5s. Francis Lee gets his first win of the season, and it comes at a right time. All right, 4th place again. Well, not really again, but like the second top 5 we got in this episode again. So 2 top 5s of the episode so far. Let's just see what we collect. That might be enough. I will say that that might be enough. All right. So we have 3,000 just for winning, and of course all the sponsors really help out quite a bit. Only about $48 worth of damage. That's pretty cool. Francis Lee took the checkered flag, but I stole the show, apparently. I started to want to keep an eye on this season. Buddy, the season's about to be over. We're 9th in the standings, so... So, yeah. I mean, this one, the championship battle's coming to Martinsville between these two mooks. I don't think the 321 has any sort of chance anymore. Yeah, we have enough. I think. Do we have enough? I don't think so. I kind of want to, again, I kind of want to save up for next season. Like, I know we can buy the other one, and we would probably have a much better success in Martinsville. Yeah, 3,000 something. No, he would have enough. All right, we would not have enough. So we'll keep that in mind for next season anyway. We could buy a new motor. We could buy a new motor as well. That's another thing we can look at. But we're gonna make our purchases for the next season. But anyway, our last race of the episode, last race of the season, we head to Martinsville Speedway. Let's get on with it. All right, I'm kind of confident with what we got so far anyway. So let's take a look at what we have here real quick. I'm just gonna let you take a second to look at all this stuff here. I mainly put, of course, the right rear. I mainly try to get this thing to rotate a little bit more. And, yeah. Let's go through our qualifying run here at Martinsville. Now, the thing about the track here at Martinsville is this is one of the more easier tracks in the modified schedule, believe it or not, because the AI used the default gear ratio. And the default gear ratio is, to put it lightly, terrible. That is the most kindest word I can say. It is terrible. They're going to be so slow coming off the corners. We're going to try to capitalize on that. Hopefully we can get a good lap time here to get ourselves towards the front. All right, maybe carried a little too much speed. I might have to loosen this thing up just a little bit more or so. I don't even know. I was fine for a while. Maybe I just went in there a little too hard. So I'll just go judge based off that. 20.89. That could have been better. Lap time. Yep. All right. Second, third. 20.4. Fourth. Okay. We're on the outside line. Okie dokie. I might make just a little bit of a change here. Don't know what change I want to make, but... All right, we'll make it 48.7. Just go with it. Screw it. And we'll begin the race.
Hello and welcome to a piece of racing history, the Martinsville Speedway in South Central Virginia. Martinsville was opened before NASCAR was even founded. It's one of the sport's original tracks. This paperclip-shaped half-mile has grown from a dusty pioneer to a beautiful racing facility with personality and unique challenges every time.
Thank you, my man, Alan Bestwick, once again for giving us that piece of information here. But the championship contenders are in the back, though, you know. That's really interesting, to say the least. They're starting in the back, so they've had a nightmare of a preparation there or something. And we're going to begin our final race of the season here today with a 50-lapper. Wow, all right. A 50-lapper here today, and we're going to be, away we go. We're going to go 3 wide on the outside line, and we're going to make, as I said, the gear ratios for them are absolutely horrendous. So we're going to try to lead flag to flag, I guess, because I don't even know, because they had a horrible starting gear. So that's all 3 races this episode where we just take off like a rocket because they just don't have any gear ratios to work with. We got 5 bonus points. Now the goal is just to as we ride the very inside line there. The 356 is gonna. Never mind what I said about them having terrible takeoff speed or terrible corner exit speed there, because they just managed to get that no problem. The AI can have a little bit of hard time getting around one another when it comes to like lap traffic. So we're gonna you take that into our memory bank here as we try to fight this man on the outside line to no avail. Yeah, so it looks like the horsepower is still a little lacking in that. So again, it's just all about what I feel like maybe doing in terms of like next season's preparations. Probably what's going to happen is we're going to do the suspension upgrade because that's what I want. And well, okay, we almost lost the car there. And probably get an exhaust upgrade too, depending on, well, we're gonna get $10,000 because we already got more than 2 top 10s of the season. So we got that in our back pocket anyway. So yeah, it's all a matter of just like, what are we gonna do next season? I don't want to talk about that corner. I do not want to talk about that corner at all. That was not a good corner. I'll tell you that much. That is like the worst corner I've ever done yet in this entire session. I would say, like when I was practicing, that was like the worst I could have done, and the lap time showed for it. I don't know what made me think it's shifting down would give me more beneficial stuff there. I don't know. I gotta try something though, because that 331 is trying to get that spot on back from the 356. And we got some lap traffic already, so again, we have that to keep in mind there. And of course, as you know about my car setups, it takes a minute or two to get going. So this is maybe a point of the run where I'm gonna get better. All right, there we go. That's a very good corner. We're gonna try to take second away back from that 356.
That was your best lap ever.
There we go, 0.4. As I said, there it is. Lap traffic getting in the way. We tagged the back of the 331. We're gonna try to pass these guys around the outside, but oh, that was maybe a bit too risky there, don't you think? But we're still fighting him though. Oh, we get into the back of him. We check for damage. We have a little bit of damage on the right front there, with the wheel being a little bit damaged slightly. But that 331 is going to power through on the inside line. We had the lead for a second. We almost retook the lead, but we managed to just get it back. Well, he managed to get it back anyway. Yeah, the car's come to life now. Everything's all warmed up. Oh, he's going to get pinned in here. We're trying to use the 386 as a pick. We do it, but he's blocking us on the top. That car had no idea where to go, and honestly, I wouldn't blame him one bit for not knowing where to go. I would not blame him one bit for not knowing I would not know what to do in that situation either. So I don't blame him for getting all crossed up there. But all the lap cars, that's the championship leader, like being lapped already, and we're gonna pass him with ease. I mean, this is the worst time to have a bad performing car, Francis. I don't know why you're having problems now. As we messed up the corner there, but he's still on the outside line. We're actually going to lose second here momentarily. Oh, this is a nightmare situation for the 331 as we get into the back of him again. And he's losing control of the straightaway. And we're stuck on the outside line trying to do anything sort of like momentum I could get, like shifting down to third gear. The lap traffic really didn't help us that much that time. But we can take the fight to this guy in front. We still have a long way to go here in Martinsville. It's a 50-lap race, mind you, so we have plenty of time to make any sort of attack. I don't like Martinsville in real life. There is no escape anywhere. 331 is going to be able to get around. I want to get around the outside of this fight here, but I don't think it's going to matter. We really can't use this 324 as a pick. We are faster than the 331. We're going to go 3 wide yet again because we're just being absolutely aggressive. Like, we're able to run the outside line, believe it or not, a little bit better than he can. So we got that in our head. We're going to go diving it down the inside to take the race lead away, but we're on the grass. So we just lose control of the car again, just as we were taking the lead again. So it's just, another back and forth battle this time with the 331. We had one with the 342 already earlier at Welch Valley in this episode. But now we have a battle with the 331. And just like, it's like we were just there, and then all of a sudden we just can't get to finish the job. It's more frustrating here because we got lap traffic galore. It's going to be like this all race long, so we're in for it. The 331 ourselves is just going to see who's going to get better because the 356 is, as I scrape the wall just so slightly. Pretty sure I got right side damage again still, but oh man, this is a mess. We shift down to get back up to fourth gear. We're pitting him on the outside line this time. We're side by side for the lead. But that 383 is going to block us on the inside line. We give him a little bit of a tap. Shift up to fourth gear again, but it's just, again, non-stop fighting. We're trying to pin him up there. We do so successfully. Try to get the power down one last time. We clear the 331. We checked the damage on the right side. Now it's the right rear, and the left front wheel is actually green as well. So that's rather unfortunate there. All these slower cars, I can see where the frustration is coming from with a 331 now, but we're going to box them in. This is perfect. We boxed them in, and now we try to run away. We try to run away as best as we can. We take the lead, and we have a new third-place challenger, the 321. He saw us. He's about to catch us napping here. He's about to catch the 331 napping for second place here. He might even steal it here off this corner if he gets around him, luckily enough. But, yeah, there's nowhere to hide at Martinsville in the Modified Series. There's just too many slow cars here.
Okay, that's the halfway mark.
We're about the halfway part of this race down, but we're just stuck between two lap cars. Hopefully this one does not come up the racetrack. He does. I don't like that one bit. Please get out of my way. It's like the second or third time I'm lapping the two of you. So I guess there's really no place for me to go there. We're still holding a two-second lead. The 356 just retook second place. And this is definitely an episode of a turnaround, I'll tell you that much. If we can manage to get the win here. We really didn't buy anything this episode. That's going to be like next episode where we're going to be buying off some brand new stuff. And of course, maybe increase the difficulty just ever so slightly again to like 102 or whatever. Because something tells me we're going to have an easy time at Denison Speedrome. Especially with the current car setup that we have already. And we're about to lap the championship leader again, the 327, having a really off day. Not a good time to have an off day here, my guy. We have pulled away now to a 5-second lead over the 356. A 5-second lead thanks to all this lap traffic being in the way. As I say that, the 386 is kind of blocking our way a little bit there. So we'll try to get off of him. We'll see. We'll be seeing another like 10 laps or so. But yeah, this is why I said this is one of the more easier tracks on the schedule. Because the AI kind of tend to have a little bit of a hard time getting boxed in or whatnot. Because of all the other slow cars around you. And the player just has more free thinking than the AI itself, even though the AI is faster than the player. We're able to get around the cars a lot better than they do, and plus their default gear ratio is terrible too, so we have that to consider. We don't even have as much horsepower as the rest of the field. So we're just using based off the momentum that we carry off the corners. Oh, they're really being held up now because it's now a nearly 7-second gap. I just gained like 2 seconds there during that last section period where I talked. We have 15 laps to go. At this point, just relax, cruise. Well, here's a whole mess right in front of me. There's like 3 or 4 cars just sitting in like right in front of me. We lap a 362 car again. And I just want to like point out that this is like nearly a 40-lap run, and the left side tires are still cold. Why are the left side tires still cold? I have no idea. Obviously, the right front's boiling for obvious reasons, but why is the left side tire still cold? Like I thought I got these things to warm up. They are not doing anything. The left side tires have not gotten warmed up at all. I think I need to make a little bit of adjustments to the setup the next time around, but you know what? Maybe not, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Still getting around, trying to get around some lap traffic. We have the 399 of John Bundy also being in the way slightly, but the lead's gone down to 4 seconds. I guess he's managed to get through some of the lap traffic that I had to go through so far, so I'm expecting that lead to get right back up again.
5 laps to go.
I'm just really trying to take my time. There's really no issue to really like press or anything like that. So that's why my lap times have been kind of slow. Oh, whoa, I did not press the button twice, but okay. My lap times have been kind of slow because I'm just trying to take it easy. There's no really need to push the issue, even though the AI have really picked up the pace a little bit, but they're going to get held up again on lap traffic, so that's why I'm not really forcing the issue. Again, why bother? This is not really a car setup issue. It's just more of like just trying to take my time and just don't get involved in anything stupid in the final section of the race, because they're getting held up again on lap traffic. So it went from like a 3.5 second gap to 5 seconds just like that. So again, it's just bringing it home and whatever pieces we have. Got one last lap to try to get our second win of the season and second career win and second win of the season. Being at the season finale, literally 2 of the 3 races are going to be wins, because we just been taking it easy for these final bits here. There's really no reason to rush. And we're coming off the final corner. Again, we were just taking it very easy there at the very end, and we win our second race of the season. Second career win, second race of the season. kind of just waiting to see where the 324 and the 327 are at anyway, because they're the main championship contenders for this season. All right, I think I saw the 324 finish. I think Francis still wins the championship. All right, we even also led the most laps too, so we got maximum points day as well. Well, let's see how much money we brought in. About the same as what it was in Welch Valley. Obviously, we've we raked in a lot of money this episode. This is exactly what I was hoping for. I will return. Finally made it official. I will return. Not only that, I will guarantee I will win it all next year. I mean, I like that confidence. Francis Lee, who has been awarded the trophy, of course, but yeah, I will return. Even though I was not in contention all season long, but we finished 5th in the standings out of all that. For what it says here on the season standings here. Yeah, Francis Lee still won the championship despite having a terrible race with him and the 324. Even the 321 didn't have that much of a race either. So we got that going for us. Only William Anderson only had 1 win. John Justin had 1 win, but he didn't really show up to all the races. That was his only top 5. Huh. Oh, looky here. We have $80,000. Gonna be $90,000. We can actually, I think, max out this car. Maybe. Probably not, really. But we can if we really wanted to. Oh, man. This is really gonna be very crucial what we're gonna do next time. But we'll leave that to the next episode, though. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the rest of season 1. We kind of did a really good thing, but until the very end. But just to show you real quick as well, that I didn't tamper with the difficulty. I didn't make it any lower. It's still at 101. I'm gonna make it up maybe a little bit higher because of the performance upgrades we put inside the car. Because I don't want to be the cakewalk, you know what I mean? I want to have some fun with it. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel quite a bit. As always, we'll see you the next time where we go to our championship run in the modifieds. See you guys then.